The general public have been urged to promptly report all cases of child abuse to the appropriate authorities to ensure that children are protected from harmful elements in the society. Niger State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Hajia Hadiza Idris Kuta, made this call while addressing journalists in her office. This call was made in relation to a disturbing case involving a grandfather accused of impregnating his granddaughter in Mashegu local government area of the state. The report.
According to the commissioner, the case involved a 64-year-old man identified as Musa Gado from Lufare village in Mashegu local government area, where he is allegedly to have impregnated his 16-year-old granddaughter, and the incident was initially reported to the ministry before being transferred to the Niger State Child Rights Agency for proper investigation and follow-up action.
We're trying our best, and the Child Rights Agency are also trying their best, but the problem is getting the cooperation and support from the people. This is not something you can do on our own. We need support from the people. We need support from the community to make sure they help us to put a stop to this. We're ready. The children have an emergency line where they tell people to call anytime we see anything happening, because children are really being brutalized these days. The level of children being brutalized is very hard.
Hajia Hadiza Kuta then emphasized the need for vigilance among parents and guidance, stressing that protecting children required collective responsibility from families and communities. Also speaking to newsmen in her office, the Director General Child Rights Agency, Umar Kaltumul Mohammed, said the case was reported at the agency 5th October 2025 by the father of the girl, added that the girl was 6 months pregnant and they tried to abort it, but due to medical complication and quick intervention of the agency, she was kept there for proper care until she gave birth that same year. And it was agreed among both parties that the DNA test will be carried out to get to the root of the matter.
This grandfather, yeah, it's been a tough road, but glory be to God, because my biggest prayer was that the baby should survive. That was been my biggest prayer from the beginning, that okay, listen, I need this baby to survive, because once this baby survives, sky is the limit for me, and that God has answered my prayer, and this baby came out and survived. And then now, this is the beginning. Then was just a priori stage. Now is the most interesting part. Because as I said to you, we're going to go to court. His lawyers are going to come in. All sorts of arguments have started coming in, as you said, pressure. But I don't succumb to pressure.
She added that the perpetrator decided to take full responsibility of the DNA test, which cost the sum of 500,000 naira only, and it is done at hospital in Gwagwalada, Abuja, and eventually the result reportedly revealed 99.99% match, indicating that the suspect is the biological father of the child, and he is currently in the custody and will be charged to court after investigations are concluded. Speaking also on the matter, the civil society organization under the auspices of Global Promoter for Community Initiative, the implementer of the SCAPA GBV 3.0, supported by the Nigeria Women Trust Fund, led by the project director Olasukami Kalajaye, commended the state government through the Child Rights Agency for the wonderful job they have done so far on the matter, and said they will ensure the suspect faces the law and is sentenced accordingly.
The issue at hand is very, very alarming, and it is a menace. We all must put our hands together to ensure that justice is served. If someone has done if someone has perpetrated the stuff in the first time and he went scot-free, and now it's coming back again, that means an habit. And if care is not taken, if justice is not served, that will be the third time. And that's what nobody knows who will be a victim this time around. So as KPJV, we condemn that act, and there should be a stop, and justice will be served.
Also, the police public relations officer, ASP Wasiu Abiodu, confirmed the case and said the grandfather have been arrested and the Child Rights Agency have been handling the case, including the DNA test, and the culprit, Musa Gado, is in custody and undergoing investigation, hereby calling on the general public to be more vigilant and proactive, emphasizing that children must be protected at all times, especially within their home where they are expected to feel safest.
Point of call is to ensure diligent prosecution of whoever that must have committed such offences, because by prosecuting them adequately and meting their adequate punishment on them will deter any other person who may want to go into such acts. And again, sensitization is very important. Sensitizing people, letting them know the consequences associated with this kind of crime in line with VAP law, in line with child rights laws and the Penal Code of Niger State. These are tools for prosecution where adequate punishment are stated for whoever that committed such offences. And also to educate parents in taking care of their children, because in most of these cases, children of 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, less than 10 years being involved in these cases, and they are always victims. So at what point will their parents allow them to become stray children into the streets to the extent that this suspect lay their hands on them and begin to do all sorts of these acts with them?
Ahmed Yusuf reporting for NSTV News.